Hi, my name is Tim and welcome to another Wildfire Talk. As always, get your little journal out, ready to write down any comments, questions, concerns, prayers, challenges, or anything you hear God saying to you in this super short session. Now, a little while ago, I went and visited my friend's church for the very first time, and they were doing a series, they were just starting a series on the character of God's heart. And some of it was really poignant and really stuck with me. So I'm just going to share some of the things that I learned or that I was challenged on with you guys today. So I'm going to read for you Matthew 11, verses 28 to 30. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So first off, this is apparently one of the only times in the Bible that we hear about the nature of God's heart. Now, if you were creating a god, what would be some of the first describing features about them? Powerful, awesome, indestructible. Yes, God is all of those things too, but how does Jesus describe God's heart? Gentle and humble. Now, apparently, as I said, this is one of the only places in the Bible where God's heart is described, and it's described as gentle and humble. Next, Jesus says, come to me, all who are weary and burdened. And one of the biggest lies that the enemy tells us is that we have to sort ourselves out before we get to Jesus. But that is nonsense. Jesus says here, come to me, all. Anyone who is anyone can come to me, no matter who, what, where you are. Our God is a loving God that wants a relationship with everyone. All who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. The message of the gospel is not about doing the right things. It's not about ticking boxes and earning your way into heaven. That is the way of religion, and especially of the religious leaders of the day. It was very much about do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that, and you will earn your way into heaven. But Jesus says, all you have to do is follow me. Jesus in this is saying it's not about religion, it's about rest, and rest in him. There's a great book by John Mark Comer called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry, which talks about this in more depth, and I really recommend that to you. Finally, this last part, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Now it's yoke, Y-O-K-E, not yoke, Y-O-L-K, so we're not talking about eggs. And a yoke, Y-O-K-E, is the piece of wood that would go between two animals that would be ploughing. Animal number one would be an experienced animal, animal number two would be a learning animal. So the yoke would go over them, and because they would just do it, the younger animal would learn how to plough, how to go in the straight line, what all the commands meant, all of that stuff. So Jesus is saying, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. He's saying that if we walk alongside him, the yoke will fit us perfectly. It won't weigh us down. And by walking with him, we will learn to be more like him in all the areas of our life. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Wherever you are today, however you're feeling, I really encourage you right now to turn back to Jesus, to lay your worries and burdens at the foot of the cross, and to walk with him. Take a moment to write in your journal anything that has come up for you. As always, you're welcome to come and revisit this talk at any point to see how God has spoken to you. Bye for now.